welcome back. It's Niesha Davis here, LCSW, and this is Motivational Masterpiece, where you are on a journey to becoming the master of your own peace of mind. I am a therapist, however, this is not a substitute for therapy. If you are in need of a therapist, I encourage you to reach out and get some help. It is okay not to be okay, and there are so many platforms available for you to find a therapist that is the best fit for you. If you have not subscribed to this YouTube channel, I encourage you to click the link down below, subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with a friend, as you will not be disappointed. As you see, I'm not alone today. I am joined by the one and only Miriam Popp of Vibrant Lifestyle Coaching. Say hi, Miriam.
Hey, everybody. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. So today I invited Miriam to come on here because I want to talk to you today about written expression. I want to talk to you about the importance and the benefits of writing and journaling. So as a therapist, one of the coping strategies that I like to offer to my clients is to journal. Get a journal, write down your feelings, write it out, release it off of your mind, release it off of your chest so that you can get things out on paper. And I think I've told you once before that when you hold those thoughts in your head, then you are just tormenting yourself because you are in a battle with yourself in your mind and your thoughts. And normally your mind and your thoughts get the best of you. Again, I am guilty. I've been there before where I've let my mind and my thoughts just go to ruminating, and before you know it, I've allowed myself to be in a downward spiral. However, writing out your feelings and getting things out is a great way to release those feelings and to allow yourself to begin to process, and then allow yourself to get out of that little rut that you're in and move on. So Miriam here has some very good tools and strategies that she wants to talk to you about journaling. So she just launched her very own journal prompt deck, and so I want her to share with you what her deck is and what's the purpose of it. And then after she shares with you, I just want to give you some benefits of expression and writing things out. So Miriam, can you please give us a little bit of information of what your journal prompt deck is?
Yeah, so I personally love journaling. It's something that I do every day, and in my own coaching practice, I encourage my clients to journal, and I found that people who are new to journaling, new to using this form of expression, tend to struggle with where to start, right? Where do I start journaling? How do I start journaling? And so I created this journal prompt deck of cards full of journal prompts to take away that piece of uncertainty that may even deter you from starting. I've had a lot of clients who have avoided starting journaling because of, just how do I do this? Am I doing it right? Am I doing it wrong? So if you're one of those people who's listening to what we're saying today and you're saying, well, this deck may be for you, right? It just takes out the guesswork. So literally it's just a deck of 30 cards with different prompts to help guide you on your journaling journey, okay? So, and different things to help you. This particular deck is to help you expand your vision for your own life, right? So this card randomly here is, am I running to my truth or away? So there's a few different ways you could use this. You could use this with your journal, start writing on this, whatever comes to mind, right? I like to say that there is no wrong way,
Right.
only if we don't start. Right? When we don't start, that's when we're doing things wrong. So just start wherever, whatever pops up for you. Maybe you're like, I'd rather just kind of like sit with this a little bit and explore it. That's welcoming as well. You're welcome to do that. Take the deck, let whatever thoughts pop up and explore it. When you're ready, get your journal out. Write it out, right? So you've got some options, some choices as you explore this deck and journaling in general. So whether it's this deck or you find prompts somewhere else, explore it. Let what pop up, see what's there, see what lessons you may find, right? So with am I running to my truth or away, that could really spark something in you. Maybe you realize that you are what's been blocking yourself from moving forward. Or maybe you realize it's the places you go to, it's the people you hang out with. It could be a plethora of things. More than anything, This journal prompt deck and journaling in general is just here for you to have a safe space of your own creation to become clear and to explore and to build your self-awareness. So it's really my goal, my intention with creating this deck was to make it easier for you to become aware of yourself, how you might be holding yourself back, or the things around you that might be holding you back. So like I said in the beginning, this deck is all about just increasing and expanding your vision for yourself and for your life. So there's no wrong way to do it. As long as you're showing up, doing the thing, that's all that really matters in the end.
Right. Thank you so much, Miriam. I truly appreciate that. So as she mentioned, the journal prompt deck is just an example of a way for you to start journaling. Like she mentioned, if you don't know how to start, the prompt is a good way to start, right? You may not know what to write about. However, if you have something to lead and guide you, it will give you something to start with. And before you know it, you probably will start writing about all types of things. So her journal prompt deck is just an example of how you get it started, right? Okay, if you don't have a journal, go buy one. If you don't want to get a formal journal, get a notebook, okay? You guys remember those composition books that we used to have back in elementary school? They're less than $1. So go get one of those. However, I like to encourage my clients to get an actual journal, something that has a positive affirmation on the front. So that way, when you pick it up, you're going to be inspired to want to write and to want to just use that tool as a way to get your feelings out, okay? So if you don't have a journal today, I encourage you, I challenge you to go buy one. And if a journal is not for you, get a composition book, get a notebook. They're less than $1. You can go to the Dollar Tree, you can go to Walmart. They're everywhere. You can find something to write with, okay? And when you're journaling, one of the things that I want you to keep in mind is that you don't necessarily have to write a story. You can write words, you can write feelings, things that you're feeling. You may not even know how to express yourself and how to put it in words. So if you're just writing down pissed off, sad, upset, hurt, whatever it is, happy, if you're having a good day, it doesn't have to be all about negativity, right? It can be about good feelings. It could be about joyful feelings. So the goal is just to get these things out, okay? We don't always have a safe space to be able to talk to someone. However, what safer space is it for you to be present with your own feelings and emotions and be able to write it out, okay? So that's one thing. Another thing is that I want to just give you some tips and some benefits of written expression. Now, again, you don't have to write a story. If you like to write poetry, write a poem that speaks about how you are feeling. If you like to write music, write a rap, write a song that speaks about how you are feeling. Whichever way or whichever form that you do it, I want you to write it out. That's all that matters, okay? Get your feelings out, get it on paper. It's a form of release. It's a benefit to release, okay? So there's a couple of things that I wrote down that I want to share with you that are benefits from written expression. The first thing is that when you write, it helps clear your mind, okay? It eliminates stress, right? Because again, you're getting these things out. You don't have to sit with these feelings by yourself. You don't have to hold them in, but you can release them. You will learn more about yourself as you begin to write, right? When you're thinking, the feelings may not make sense at the moment, but as you begin to write and as you begin to hear yourself or as you read what you're writing out, things will make sense. So you'll even learn more about yourself. You'll gain an awareness of your reality, okay? Sometimes we trick ourselves and we create this false reality of something that's not even true. And sometimes it helps to really sit back and look at what you wrote down to really understand that, you know what? I'm overthinking this. I'm getting stressed out about nothing. So you will gain an awareness of your reality. It will help you increase your decision making and help you make better decisions. Yeah. Sometimes you have to really think about, okay, what is going on in my mind? And again, I'll be the first to admit that I'm guilty, okay? I told you guys before, I can think up a whole scenario, okay, and have myself in a funk. But after I sit back after the fact and process it, then I sometimes have to chuckle at myself and be like, girl, you are a mess, because that wasn't even true. So I'm just telling you, it happens to the best of us. I'm a therapist, but I'll be the first to tell you that I do not have it all together, okay? And I am a work in progress, just like a lot of you are. We all are a work in progress. None of us are perfect, and we haven't made the mark. We're still trying to get there, right? Another thing is that it puts things into perspective. Okay, when you write things out, it just puts things into perspective. It's a great mental health coping strategy. Again, I oftentimes encourage my clients to journal, to be able to write their feelings out and be able to process those feelings. It improves your focus, right? Because sometimes, again, we can talk ourselves into a funk and then we just lose focus. For example, I had a rough week last week and I was clearly off, okay? I was not myself. I was working, but I didn't feel productive at all because my mind and my focus was on something that I created in my mind that was not even true, but I allowed it to, mess me up. So I was off focus, right? And then the last thing is it also helps your memory, right? When you write things down, we may sometimes, when you deal with trauma, you disassociate and you try to forget things that happened to you. But as you begin to think about some of these feelings that are associated with the traumatic experience that you've had, as you are triggered, things will come back to your mind, right? Because when you disassociate, that just means that you block it out of your mind and you try to pretend like it never happened to you. However, when you allow yourself to be present with those feelings and emotions, memories start coming back. And this kind of makes you revisit or relive some of the things that you've experienced. Oftentimes, it's really scary and it's not a good feeling. However, as you begin to heal from certain things, part of the healing process is being transparent and being honest with yourself and allowing yourself to feel those feelings and emotions that you are dealing with, and then allow yourself to heal from it. And then again, trauma is like, there's so much associated with trauma, and that's going to be another topic that we'll talk about on another day. But don't be afraid to allow those feelings and emotions to come back up, because you're only going to be able to heal once you are transparent with what happened to you and you are able to identify those feelings and emotions that are triggering you, okay? So again, if you don't have a journal, I encourage you, go get a journal, go get a notebook, write those things out, okay? You may not be at the place where you have the courage to actually reach out to a therapist and talk to a therapist. However, this is a great strategy as you're on this journey to becoming the master of your own peace of mind. Now, I mentioned you may not be ready for a therapist. However, someone like Miriam Popp, who is a life coach, she is just as good as a therapist. She can give you those tools and techniques that you need. So I'm just going to give her a few minutes to just tell you what she does and how she can help you as a life coach if you're not ready for therapy just yet.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to actually add one thing, a benefit that I've seen in my own life with journaling, and it's being able to look back, right? I love looking back at my old journals and just opening to a random page and being able to see where I was and almost immediately see how far I've come, right? There have been times where I'll read a page even from 6 months ago, well, even a month ago, and been like, oh, okay, I don't even know her. I don't know her no more. Like, who was that? What was she going through? And so journaling, once you're in the habit, I want you to be able to look forward to witnessing your own growth. I think that's been, I didn't really realize that was a benefit of journaling when I started years ago, but now that I've been in this practice, being able to look back has really been a gift, right? So more about Vibrant, now that I put that out there. So I am the founder of Vibrant Lifestyle Coaching, and I create a safe space for overworked, overstressed women on a mission, right? Out here doing things. I create a safe space for them to get back to themselves, get back to their truth. I believe that when we are living in a lot of stress and a lot of overwhelm, a lot of that comes from no longer being in alignment with our truths, all right? So living outside of ourselves. So I really support and encourage my clients to learn stress management skills, positive coping tools, hold them accountable to them as well, but to help them get back in alignment with themselves so they can be living their biggest, most vibrant lives, which comes staying true to ourselves, right? And living for our truths, our personal missions, our purpose, versus living for the world and the achievements and the things, right? So that's a little bit and a lot of what I do with my clients. But more than anything, it's really about teaching them the tools, holding them accountable, cheering them on, but also, you know, kind of learning them and figuring out where they slip up and catching them before they do. Being like, hey, Okay, that thing you like to do.
Right.
Let's pump our brakes there. So that's a little bit and a lot of what Vibrant Lifestyle Coaching is about, what I offer. A lot of one-on-one coaching. I have some group programs, and I love to hold workshops. That's really what I enjoy, just creating that space for everybody to come together and do the work and learn. But yes, that's Vibrant Lifestyle Coaching and a little bit more about me.
Thank you, Miriam. I truly appreciate that. So as you all can see, you have help. You're not alone in this journey, okay? If you're not ready for a therapist, you can reach out to a life coach. And I will also have Miriam's information down below in the comments, okay? So if you guys get that journal, you can do the work, okay? I'll put her link to her website. If you want to buy her journal prompt and just try it out, go for it, okay? If you don't think the journal prompt is for you, write whatever it is you're feeling, okay? You don't have to write a story. You can write words. The goal of this is to just get it out, right? We are on this journey together to become the master of our own peace of mind, and we are in control of how we think and or feel, right? It starts with a thought in your mind, and if you can tackle it from the beginning, then you can get through it. So as I always tell you guys, you got this. I'm here to support you. You are not alone, and you can do this, okay? If you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, I encourage you to click the link down below, subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with a friend, as you will not be disappointed. And until next time, I'm here, I'm rooting for you. Tell me what you wrote about. Tell me about your experience with writing. Leave me a comment. I would love to see how this is working out for you. So until next time, talk to you soon.